So this might be a massive conspiracy theory that I have. It's my pet conspiracy theory right now, but let me know if I'm just going completely insane. Let me know if this is a little too Alex Jones-esque for the mainstream, so to speak. Maybe I'm completely off base. I fully admit that I can be completely off base with this. This is just something I noticed. I think that these Scott Snyder tweets, which we'll get into in a minute, I think they were orchestrated. I think there was something behind the scenes that they either pressured him into doing it or he's completely complicit in it, that basically forced him, or there was collusion that made him do these tweets now. The reason I think that is because the outpouring of support for Scott Snyder was extremely interesting in who did it and when. First of all, we have all the usual suspects, the usual SJW suspects. All right, let's talk about the tweets first. So Scott Snyder's tweets were basically a denouncement of Comicsgate, yet another one. He retweeted a joke betting list that's going out to see who's going to be the next one who denounces Comicsgate, where he was on the top of the list. Because it's been time. It's time. Scott Snyder hasn't denounced Comicsgate in about 4 months. So it's time for him to do it again, to renew his membership in the club. And he retweeted it, and he went on this, I think, 4 or 5 tweet rant about Comicsgate, denouncing us. Say us, so to speak. We're decentralized individuals. Let me first put that out. There's no big boogeyman that is Comicsgate. It's a loose association of people. But he denounced Comicsgate. He called us all bigots. He said that we personally ganged up and attacked his friends, Max Visaggio being the main one. And then the one thing that really irritated me was that he said that if we want to criticize him, we must first leave Comicsgate, and then he will listen to our criticism. And by leave Comicsgate, I'm assuming he means we must denounce. We must disavow, as Ethan Ralph would say. We must disavow Comicsgate. This irritated the shit out of me. But, so to speak. The people who came to his defense and who basically applauded him and gave him back pats, and I'm going to be respectful of Scott Snyder. I'm not going to say that he did this for the pee-pee touches. He is happily married and has wonderful children from what I can understand. But he did it for the back pats. And then the people who gave him the back pats were the usual suspects. No one too big. No Brian Michael Bendis. I didn't even see Pat Zurcher, although I might do another check to see if it was him. But it's your Kelly Thompsons. It's your Gail Simones. It's your Jordan Whites. It's your Heather Antos. It's your Alana Smiths. Them. I call them the middle. It's the preferati, essentially. It's the milkshake world order. They're the ones who gave him the back pats. They're the ones who signal boosted his anti-Comicsgate virgin rage, or whatever you want to call it. My theory is that they either applied pressure on him to have him do it, or it could be that they just capitalized, or he was completely complicit in it. After all, we do know that he's been talking to Mags recently. He's doing, I believe, a YouTube video where he's going to be talking to Mags and talking about her struggle of, I don't know, what's her struggle? Of getting everything fucking handed to you, I guess? Sure, I'd love to hear about that. I'd love to hear Max Visaggio talk about what it's like to get everything fucking handed to her. Because it has been. Just because she changed her name. Fine. But this is the important thing. The important thing is that we are seeing lines drawn in the sand. We're seeing that Scott Snyder, who, by the way, is coming off of a very bland, in my opinion, Justice League run. And I'm buying Justice League. You see my videos of me purchasing Justice League every week. You see my videos of me purchasing Avengers every week. And I am saying, and I've been saying, Avengers is blowing Justice League out of the water. Justice League is just bland. I'm sorry, Scott. It's just not that great. It's not bad. I'm not going to drop it, but it's not that great. It's not Hitch level. It's not Hitch level bad, but it's not Priest level good. Let me say that. So I do think that there was some sort of collusion behind the scenes. Even if Scott wasn't complicit in it, I do think that the preferati, the milkshake world order, went out and they said, we're going to try to influence certain people to speak out against Comicsgate. Because they treat each other like fucking celebrities. They think that we're just going to bow down and kowtow and bootlick whatever they say, which is not the case. I don't give a shit. You know, we already saw Larry Hama, who I loved also, who was one of Zach's favorite Marvel writers, Marvel editors, disavowed Zach. You know, what, Zach's just going to back off because of that? Absolutely not. Am I going to back off because of that? Absolutely not. I can like your book, and I can think you're a really shitty person. I can do that. And the fact of the matter is that because I think you're a shitty person, it's going to make me less likely to buy your book, even if I like it. Look at Justin. Wait, no. Look at Jason. Justin. Look at Justin Jordan, not the wrestler Jason Jordan, but look at Justin Jordan. Sideways. I was ready to drop Sideways until I found out that he wasn't writing it anymore, and I liked Sideways a lot because he's just a despicable human being, and I don't really want to be. I just don't really want to buy anything with his name on it, to be honest. Same thing with Chris Sabella. He's a horrible person. I just don't want to buy anything with his name on it. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. Now, Scott Snyder has always personally treated me with respect. He DM'd me, actually, during DC Metal. And we spoke briefly about, of all things, Batman White Knight, which I told him glowing things about Batman White Knight. But, so he did DM me to find out, like, kind of like what my grievances were, and I told him, and he was all right, thank you, and that was the end of it. But he's always treated me with respect, so I'm going to treat him with respect. But for him to make these denouncements and to say, if you're a part of Comicsgate, leave Comicsgate, disavow, and then talk to me about your criticism, when my criticism has nothing to do with any of your fucking bizarre politics. My criticism is literally, Justice League is bland as shit. I'm sorry. I don't like it. It's not good. I don't get excited to read I get excited to read Avengers. And if you watch my videos, you can hear in my voice that I am excited to talk about and read Avengers. I'm not excited to read Justice League. When I go and buy Justice League in stores, it's kind of like I buy it because it's just something I do. I buy Justice League. When I buy Avengers, I'm looking for it. Oh, we got the Ghost Rider issue. Let me see if there's any variant covers that I might want to pick up. You know, I'm excited about it. I'm excited for the rest of the story. Justice League, not so much. So that's my big conspiracy theory. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Like, share, and subscribe. You can follow me at Trajan Channel. Do you think I'm insane? Do you think this conspiracy theory has no weight or holds no water whatsoever? You might be right. Let me know in the comments, and I will catch you guys later. By the way, Jason Aaron is going to be the next one to come out and denounce Comicsgate because we've been giving good reviews on Avengers. Watch.